1, 2, 3, now. Ooh, that's good. You do got that fishing affliction. That's good. Woo! Boy, don't get no better that first thing in the morning. Woo!
How big is this fish? How big is that?
Oh, God, what a monster. An absolute monster. Woo! Man, that fires me up. You know what?
Big dog, it's time to wet a line, because it's Fishin' Affliction time for those who've got it bad. Well, mom and dad's grabbed the kids, it's time for the fishing show. Me and the big dog's gonna go catch them down at the fishing hole. Well, you better stick around, cause you don't know what you're missing. Yeah, me and the big dog's got that fishing affliction. Grab your hats, grab your baits, don't forget your poles. We're gonna fire up that old Ranger boat and head to the fishing hole. We're gonna try to catch a biggin', yeah, that's what we're wishing. Cause me and the big dog's got that fishing affliction. Yeah, me and the big dog's got that fishing affliction. Yeah. Yeah, and we've got it bad.
I've got that fishing affliction.
Hey, I'm Art Defo, and I've got that fishing affliction.
Hi, I'm Denny Brower, and I've got that fishing affliction.
Hey, I'm Mark Menendez, and I've got that fishing affliction.
I'm Bobby Lane, and I got that fishing affliction. Hi, I'm Chris Lane, and I got that fishing affliction.
I'm Shaw Grigsby, and I got that fishing affliction.
Just like me. Here, fishy, fishy, here, fishy, fishy, here.
Sexy Dawg. It's the hottest topwater bait in the country. I love it.
That's the sexy dog throwing the sexy dog?
Sexy Dawg throwing the sexy dog.
Well, folks, it's time to wet a line because it's fishing affliction time, and welcome into today's episode, part 1 of Walkin the Sexy Dawg, as we're fishing on legendary Kentucky Lake with Affliction Pro Staffer Slammin Sam Lashlee. Today's Fishin' Affliction product spotlight features the life-saving gear made by Onyx. Can't get enough Fishin' Affliction TV? Then be sure to subscribe to our YouTube and Vimeo channels, where you can also see some web-exclusive bonus footage and featurettes. Be sure to like our ever-popular and growing Facebook page, and at the end of the show, you'll meet the Fishin' Affliction Facebook Friend of the Week. So sit back and enjoy as the big dog, Slammin Sam Lashlee, and myself are walking the sexy dog on Kentucky Lake, right here on Fishin' Affliction TV.
Six minutes after 3. And that's 3 a.m. You have to have that fishing affliction. If you enjoy being up this early, you have to have some type of affliction for God's great outdoors. And in this case, it's fishing affliction. Heading to Kentucky Lake today with the big dog and meeting up with Affliction Pro Staffer Slammin Sam Lashlee for the Bassassination 2014 on Kentucky Lake. Now, last year, you know, Sam and the big dog and myself, well, we were not able to get together for a Bassassination 2013. But, man, we enjoyed an incredible 2011 Bassassination, 2012 Bassassination, and hopefully this year, a 2014 Bassassination on Kentucky Lake will be the best one ever. All right, well, we got to meet the big dog this morning time. He'll be pulling that big, beautiful, brand new Ranger boat. Then we're heading to Paris Landing to go meet Slammin Sam Lashlee here on the Adventures of the Day of Fishin' Affliction TV. Thank you all for joining us. And now let's go meet the big dog. Bassassination 2014, big dog.
Well, we'll see.
I mean, Sam's been on some fish?
He's been catching a few, yeah. He had a little bit tougher day yesterday, so we'll see what happens today.
Are you ready for the Bassassination 2014, big dog?
I guess I am.
You looking good? Get your Ranger outfit on.
Right.
Ranger boat.
Is this all camera stuff?
That would be all camera stuff. This
cool.
is all food. There's drinks.
Golly,
and
man.
that's a little version of Mama's lunch bag, which is more like a married man lunch bag. So, you ready?
Married man lunch bag, okay. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's rock and roll.
Let's do it, buddy.
Well, folks, as you can tell, the Big Dog and I are gearing up for the Bassassination 2014. And why wouldn't we? Every other time that we've fished with Slammin Sam Lashlee on that Bass Factory, it's been nothing short of a Bassassination. The first time in 2011 and the second time in 2012. And although we missed last year, we had high hopes that this year's trip would prove to be another Bassassination. But in the words of my beloved mother, life is full of adjustments, and the conditions on Kentucky Lake were proving to be a little tough to catch those fish. But Affliction Pro Staffer Slammin Sam Lashlee knew that when things got tough, it was time to walk the sexy dog.
Big Dog, you're on the front deck and the boat's going forward, and we're on Kentucky Lake, so that means only one thing. Slammin Sam Lashlee is behind the console. What's up, brother?
What's going on? Good morning, everybody.
You ready to get after it today?
I'm ready. I'm always ready when it comes to going fishing on this lake. It's God's country, no doubt.
And a host of Strike King baits will be thrown today, including...
Well, I've been catching a lot of fish. It's fall time, so topwater rules in the fall on this lake. I like the Sexy Dawg. Strike King Sexy Dawg is the perfect bait for this time of year. Also, I like a 1.5 or a 2.5 or a red eye shad or a spinner bait if it's windy. So those are the baits we'll be using today. If it's real tough, we might go to, throwing a race-tail worm or even maybe flipping a jig around the grass. So we're going to give it our best shot and hopefully have a great day.
And when we're talking about the Sexy Dawg, we are not talking about that right there. You're the Big Dog, but not the Sexy Dawg. And don't forget it.
I'm the Sexy Dawg.
There you go, big boy. All right, guys, let's have the adventures of the day on Fishin' Affliction TV.
Let's do it.
All right, folks, the Big Dog and I guess the Sexy Dawg, Slammin Sam Lashlee, are ready to hit the waters of Kentucky Lake. And when we return, we're going to share with you an eerie boat ride that I assure you I will never forget there from the wilds of Kentucky Lake. But speaking of in the wilds, let's go see some pictures from this week's
In the Wild. Your pictures in the wild.
Well, folks, the ultimate sportsman, Mr. Jim Summers of the Percy Priest Hybrid and Striper Club, has been busy catching monsters, and I mean monsters. Look at all of these giant rockfish that he's caught, ranging from 23 pounds to 25 pounds, all the way up to 30 pounds, and he's not done yet. Folks, you can post your pictures there on our ever-popular Facebook page, seen by thousands of fans of Fishin' Affliction every day. And maybe you'll see that picture right here on the big screen.
In the wild. Your pictures in the wild.
You're the rookie. This is your moment.
Market 15 pounds, 10 ounces, steel champions this year, Kentucky Lake Strike King.
When you tie on a bait by Strike King.
Hey man, we got your back.
You're standing on the shoulders of legends.
Smyrna Ready Mix is an established company that handles business daily with integrity and professionalism. Whether you're a general contractor, professional builder, or a do-it-yourself homeowner, SRM has your concrete solutions. With several convenient locations in the Middle Tennessee area to serve you, the only call you need to make is to SRM, ready to serve you with integrity and professionalism.
Fishin' Affliction's Facebook page. Like it.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Well, folks, as you can see, it's an absolutely beautiful morning, but in the distance there, you can see that there's a low fog bank just above the ridge there beyond the bridge. Now, we didn't have a long ways to run to start fishing, and as soon as we stopped, I grabbed that camera and caught one of the more beautiful sunrises that we've experienced on Fishin' Affliction TV. And as usual, we've got to share these precious moments with you because truly, that's what it's all about. Watching God's beauty unveil another precious day. Well, folks, it's moments like these that we love to share with you here on Fishin' Affliction TV. Breathtaking moments that are just filled with God's beauty. And this particular morning was absolutely stunning. And as you can make out there in the background, the fog is still low in those Tennessee hills where the sun is rising above it. And as our first stop didn't produce any fish, it was time to head down lake to the next fishing hole. And as Sam planed that Ranger boat off heading south, everybody knew that we were in for a ride of a lifetime, as that thick morning fog was like a smothering blanket from the middle of the channel all the way to the shoreline. And although we weren't going fast, and Sam Lashlee knows Kentucky Lake like the back of his hand, it sure made for one eerie ride, a ride that I know I will never forget. Well, after about a 20-minute boat ride through that thick, dense fog, we had arrived to our fishing spot. And boy, was I glad to see Slammin Sam Lashlee put that Minn Kota trolling motor down and start fishing that Strike King buzzbait, because I knew we'd be here for a while and wouldn't be running in that fog anymore. And after just a few casts with that Strike King buzzbait, Slammin Sam Lashlee picked up the Sexy Dawg and caught the first Kentucky Lake keeper of the day.
First one of the day, Sam.
Sexy Dawg. He's a TV star.
Beautiful fish. Isn't it beautiful? Movie star fish.
Movie star. Oh, that's movie star. Bigger than I thought he was. 3.5 start today. I'm telling you,
if he got you, woo, that scared me when he did that.
You know, that's a typical Kentucky Lake fish right now. He's 3 1/4, 3.5. And I want y'all to know that he came on the Sexy Dawg. And this has been the hottest bait, in my opinion, in the country as far as topwater baits. Now, I've took that middle hook off because the grass is so thick, it's just something else to get you know, marred down in the grass and they'll pull off. So I put these little short shank hooks on it, which I lose a little bit, and I might not hook up as many, but I don't lose as many in the grass, especially when you're catching like 6 and 7 pounders, which we'll probably catch a few of those today, I hope so. We have been. But that bait, it's a Sexy Dawg. It's the hottest topwater bait in the country. I love it.
That's the Sexy Dawg throwing the Sexy Dawg?
That's the Sexy Dawg throwing the Sexy Dawg. Big Sexy Dawg throwing the little Sexy Dawg.
I'm not saying anything.
That's a beautiful Kentucky Lake bass
what a
right
beautiful
there.
fish, Sam. Beautiful fish. All right. Well,
another fish moved right in there.
Now, while Sam was walking the sexy dog, the big dog was steady throwing that Strike King buzzbait, and both of the guys were using those high-performance rod and reel combinations made by Akuma and 20-pound Test Seagar fluorocarbon.
Good one. Get him, big dog. Strike King buzzbait.
That was the first cast, that Strike King buzzbait.
It sure was. Oh, another. Oh, look, that's a jumping son of a gun.
Pretty they are. They're pretty in that water, aren't they?
Boy, they are beautiful. Is that the Pro Buzz, big dog?
That's not the new one. That's the one I've always thrown.
Man, what a dandy fish.
Now, that's the advantage of throwing the trailer hook, because look at what happened to the fish. It scissored him. One hook got him on the bottom side, and the other one got him on the top side, and when it happens, he's not coming loose. Smart Ellie.
Hold him up, big dog. Beautiful fish.
Another good chunky Kentucky Lake fish.
Yes.
All right. There's two anyway.
All right.
Gorgeous morning.
Beautiful. Well, the sexy dog caught one, now the grumpy dog caught one, Sam.
Well, folks, eyes are wide open, and we're having a whole bunch of fun walking the sexy dog with Slammin Sam Lashlee on Kentucky Lake. And in a moment, we'll be right back with some more fish in action. And when we return on this week's For Hunters Only, you're going to see how well those early season Paul Pollick deer lures work that you can get there at Poindexter's Outdoors in Gallatin, Tennessee, as a big dandy buck has come to pay a visit to my mock licking branch setup. All that when we return, but right now let's head upstairs to the kitchen to see what Miss Vicky's got cooking this week. In the Skillet with Miss Vicky, the most delicious part of Fishin' Affliction TV.
Welcome to In the Skillet. I'm Vicki Porter. A lot of times we decide to go out on the boat at the very last minute. So today I have a recipe for you that's not only healthy but also really quick. It is my creamy fruit dip. And now for the ingredients. You will need fat-free instant pudding mix, fat-free Cool Whip, low-fat cream cheese, skim milk, Splenda, and fruit. After you've softened your cream cheese, blend it until smooth. Next, add your milk. Now your Splenda, your instant pudding, and last your Cool Whip. And now mix this again until it's nice and creamy. Keep this dip chilled and add your favorite fruit, and you will have a healthy and quick boat snack. You can find this recipe at intheskillet.com. I'm Vicki Porter. Tune in next week to see what's cooking in the skillet.
S11 sunglasses makes it like the water is not even there.
Hey everybody, the last few weeks I've been talking about hunting because it is September and it's time to go, and we're just going to get into more and more hunting as the season goes. October, November, the seasons are going to be opening up more and more across the state. But I do want to mention a little bit about fish. A couple things. One, the TWA is going to be out in the next few weeks doing what they call trap netting for crappie. You've seen that on here before. They're going to be going across lakes, setting out these hoop nets and catching small crappie to see how good the populations are from this last year's reproduction on lakes across the state. And from that they'll determine determine what they're going to stock this year. But I also want to tell you too, if you go to the Region 2 Facebook, that's one that I helped put together, and it's easy to find. It's Region 2, the number 2, the Roman numeral 2. Go in there and look for it, and you can see what our stocking has been this year with all kinds of species across the state. Crappie's not on there yet. That'll be on there in a few weeks, but if you want to find out how many stripers, hybrids, walleye, sauger, all kinds of fish that we've stocked, go check out that Facebook page, and we'll talk about hunting and fishing more in the weeks ahead right here on Fishin' Affliction. See you next week.
Folks, on today's Fishin' Affliction Product Spotlight, I'd like to tell you about one of the most important pieces of gear that you need to have in the boat every time that you get in the boat to go fishing or even just to go have a little boat ride, and that's your Onyx Life Jacket. This inflatable life jacket is extremely lightweight for those summertime months, and folks, it works great whether it's the wintertime, summertime, it doesn't matter anytime. Every time is the time to have on your Onyx Life Jacket. And don't forget, if you go to their website, you can see all the other stuff that they make, like that packable rain gear and all that warm weather gear for those cold, cold winter days when you're out there doing that vertical fishing. OnyxOutdoor.com, be sure to check out their website, pick you up an inflatable life jacket, and wear that Onyx Life Jacket, because that's how they'll save your life. And now back to Fishin' Affliction TV.
Fishin' Affliction's YouTube channel. Watch it.
Welcome back to Fishin' Affliction TV, and this segment of the show is brought to you by Ranger Boats, Mercury Outboards, Deca Batteries, Akuma High Performance Fishing Gear, Seagar Fishing Line, Mustad Hooks, Onyx Life Jackets and Rainwear, Fraybill, Real Magic, Rugged Marine Electronic Mounts by Ram Mounts, Wigwam Socks, BBG Marine, and Tournament Wear.
For hunters only, brought to you by Poindexter's Outdoors in Gallatin, Tennessee, serving the sportsman since 1965, and Paul Pollick's DeerLures.com, producing the greatest selection of all-natural buck and doe deer lures on today's market.
August the 14th. Bobby Allen, Mr. Robert Allen, myself, down at the beautiful Allen Farm here in Hickman County.
Well, folks, it wasn't that long ago when I was down there in Hickman County with Mr. Robert Allen and his son Bobby at the beautiful Allen Farms, watching them do all the hard work tilling those fields in preparation for those food plots, while I went deep into the woods to put those Paul Pollick early season deer lures in place so they could start working. And folks, have they ever. Now, you'll remember that I made a mock licking branch setup using Paul Pollick's buck preorbital lure, along with making a mock scrape on the ground using buck interdigital and mystic intrigue. Now, I know a lot of you deer hunters were thinking it's way too early to start using deer lures to get these deer attracted to a scrape or to a rub. But folks, the proof is in the pudding. Let me show you these pictures. An absolute giant that's attracted to this mock licking branch and scrape setup, and as the date on the picture shows us, it's not even the beginning of September. Folks, there's no doubt in my mind that these Paul Pollick deer lures are some of the best tools that you can have to use to hunt white-tailed deer. And Mr. Pollick offers an unbelievable selection of lures to use relative to the specific time of the year that you're hunting these whitetails, all the way from early season through the pre-rut, rut, post-rut, and late season. And folks, on the next For Hunters Only, we're going to introduce a new Paul Pollick scent to our scrape as we add a little buck, musk, and urine. And there's only one place to get your Paul Pollick deer lures here in Middle Tennessee, and that's at Poindexter's Outdoors there in Gallatin, Tennessee. Folks, it's never too early or too late to get those Paul Pollick deer lures in place, working for you.
Head on over to Poindexter's Outdoors there in Gallatin, Tennessee, and get you some, and good luck hunting. Get him, big dog. Strike King buzzbait.
That was the first cast, that Strike King buzzbait.
It sure was. Oh, another. Oh, look, that's a jumping son of a gun.
pretty they are.
They're pretty in that water, aren't they? Boy, they are beautiful. Is that the Pro Buzz, Big Dog?
That's not the new one. That's the one I've always thrown.
Man, what a dandy, dandy fish.
That's the advantage of throwing the trailer hook, because look at what happened to the fish. It scissored him. One hook got him on the bottom side, and the other one got him on the top side, and when it happens, he's not coming loose. Smart Ellie.
Hold him up, Big Dog. Beautiful fish.
Another good chunky Kentucky Lake fish.
Yes.
All right. There's two anyway.
All right.
Gorgeous morning.
Beautiful. Well, the sexy dog caught one, now the grumpy dog caught one, Sam.
Down there with it. Just
I'm rolling.
Bait down there. You see it? Like a 5-pounder down there with it.
Had more than one chasing it, Sam?
Yeah, there was a 5-pounder with her.
That one wasn't getting off.
Look at that.
That one was not getting off.
Good solid keeper.
Yeah.
Sexy dog. I love this grass. That's hydrilla. And it's really growing strong. At the beginning of the year, we were worried that it wasn't going to come up. And the lake got dry. They didn't pull current for about 2 months. And as you see, it's a golf course now. Yeah. The water's clear, and it's a golf course. That is what makes bass factories. It's the best thing that could happen for this lake.
I'm trying to be
that is Okuma rod in the way, wasn't it? Best thing that could happen for Kentucky Lake or any lake is that grass. I would love to see it on Old Hickory, but this lake is a bass factory because of this grass.
Am I upsetting you all?
You get that way when you
That's a good solid keeper.
It is. Good fish, Sam.
Is that a gar there, or was that a bass gar?
Very next cast, Big Dog. Get him. Oh my goodness.
Boy, they're active, aren't they? Trailer hook.
Another one, all right?
Trailer hook. Look at that. Didn't even have the other hook, had the trailer hook. I don't hardly throw a buzz bait without a trailer hook anymore.
Beautiful.
Another Kentucky Lake keeper.
Good fish, Big Dog. You're going, Sam. You're going. Man. How about that, Sam?
I'll take it.
Man. How about that, Sam?
A solid fish, man. That's what we're coming for. That's what we're coming for. The old sexy dog. Listen to this old sexy dog. It calls them up.
It does, man.
Well, folks, we're having a whole bunch of fun walking the sexy dog as we're fishing with Slammin Sam Lashlee there on Kentucky Lake. And folks, on next week's episode, we're going to share with you part 2. So be sure to tune into Fishin' Affliction TV next week, and you will see.
Oh, God. I ain't got one loose that easy yet.
You just have to love the fish, Big Dog. Love the fish. Mwah. Beautiful.
This week's Team Fishin' Affliction featured Facebook friend is
Drew Jones.
And thanks for being our Facebook friend. For your chance to join in the fun and become an official Team Fishin' Affliction featured Facebook friend, simply like us on Facebook. And be sure to write a comment on our wall. As always, a big thank you to all of our national and local sponsors for providing us with the most advanced technology and highest quality products and services. Be sure to visit each of our partners online through the sponsor links page on our official website at FishinAffliction.com. And this is your old pal Matthew Gillen, the voice of Fishin' Affliction TV, hoping that you'll tune in next week, because there's no doubt that Dan and the Big Dog got it bad. They've got Fishin' Affliction for those who got it bad.
Are you afraid?
You gotta 1.5?
I'm just gonna have a nap. I'm just gonna take a nap.
You got a 1.5 or a red eye?
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready.